Hey folks, welcome to 120 Minutes. I'm Dave Holmes. Tonight, we have brand new videos from Primus, Rufus Wainwright, Psychor, Bell and Sebastian, Mercury Rev. My special guests are going to be Semisonic and Shawn Mullins, and we're going to take a look back at a classic 120 Minutes performance from the Afghan Whigs. But to kick off tonight's show, we have a 120 Minutes debut from the New York band Soul Coughing. The bands from Soul Coughing recently released their third full-length album. They have strong musical backgrounds, these guys. In fact, keyboardist Mark Digliantoni holds a master's degree in music composition, and the rest of the band are seasoned veterans of the New York experimental music scene. On their third album, entitled El Oso, Soul Coughing employed producer Chad Blake, who's worked with artists as disparate as Tom Waits, Los Lobos, Sheryl Crow, Chiba Mato, among many others. Let's check out the debut video from their album El Oso. This is Soul Coughing with Circles, brand new on 120 Minutes tonight. I'm Dave Holmes. Joining me now, we got Shawn Mullins. My friend, congratulations.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Tons of success this year.
Yeah.
And 98 Soul's Core is the album, and the single Lullaby, doing really, really well. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Is it kind of surprising for you?
Yeah, man, you kidding?
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 9 years, independently, so
yeah.
After a while, you kind of have this certain gradual path that you're used to, and you kind of get used to it, and everything kind of changed for me in the last few weeks. So,
right.
But not everything's changed, but enough's changed to where I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm being played on the radio, which is a change.
Which is
nice.
amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
The single is fantastic, and it really, I'm actually, don't get me wrong here.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised actually to hear it so much on the radio because it's such a different sound.
I'm hearing that a lot. I think supposedly that's why it's being played a lot. I'm hearing that it's really different sonically.
Right.
But it reacts well. People enjoy it, so I'm thankful. It's good.
Good. How's your life changed now that you're on a big old label?
Well, someone else drives now, which is good. I used to do the 10-hour drives by myself before the shows.
Really?
Yeah. My dog and I, and sometimes Kelly'd get to come. But usually, I did it by myself over the last few years. So that's the best thing I can think of now is I can walk around a tour bus and ride or rest or play cards or whatever. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We have a good time.
Good. I'm going to be talking a little bit more with Shawn Mullins in the future. But later we're going to take a look at his latest video, Lullaby, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Dave Holmes, talking with Shawn Mullins. We're about to take a look at your video for Lullaby. This is a great song.
Thanks.
Who inspired this? Was there any one person?
Not any one person, but the original idea was inspired by a conversation I had after a show in L.A. Typically, when I played L.A. over the past 5-6 years, I draw usually 5 or 6 people. So this particular show wasn't unlike that, and there was a woman in the audience and came up after the show, and we connected, and she told me her story. It was a little like the song Lullaby, not completely, and it gave me some good inspiration. I sat down that night and wrote it down, and a couple of days later, driving through the desert to Phoenix, the little melody popped in my head, and that was kind of a nice way to close it all together. I was like, that's a nice back and forth thing with the verse being spoken and then everything's going to be all right being sung. So that's kind of how it happened pretty quick.
That's great. Think she's heard it?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
I've never talked to her. I don't know her really, but we've met a few times.
Yeah. And you got Dominique Swain in this video.
Yeah.
The controversial girl of 98.
The controversial girl.
Lolita.
Yeah,
Lolita.
I know. She's wonderful. She's really a natural.
Good.
Great to work with.
Yeah.
Real pleasure. Her and her boyfriend both were on the set, and it was a blast. And my fiance Kelly was also there in the video, and that was really cool. She did a great job. She's an actress in Atlanta.
Cool.
So yeah, it was like a family operation. It was a good time.
Good deal. It's a good looking video too. Let's check it out right now.
All right.
This is Shawn's latest video from his album Soul's Core. It's a lullaby on 120 Minutes. Hey, I'm Dave Holmes here. I'm sitting with Shawn Mullins, and we just recently saw your video for Lullaby. How do you feel about the video making process?
I loved it. I mean, it blew me away to see just the detail and all the work. There's so many people involved in making a 4-minute video.
Yeah.
It blew me away, especially after putting out a bunch of records on your own, and you know how much money it takes to put out a record. And I think that I put $10,000 into this record when I made it. And then you look at the video budget and you're like, oh my God, who's paying for all this,
Right.
But it's really cool. It's amazing. It's like a little movie,
Yeah. Do you come up with the ideas? Did Roger Pistole, who directed that
Roger came up with the ideas of the treatments, and he gave me several to look at, and I liked all of them. And the one we finally came up with I thought was really great. I'm glad we ended it the way we did too. There were some other endings that were a little more depressing, so I'm glad we ended up with this one. It was real good.
Yeah, that's great.
Kind of gives a little hope to the end of the video.
Right. Now you were talking a little bit about your songwriting process before. You do a lot of journaling, that kind of thing. Now you're moving more towards character-based type songs? How did that
Sometimes
happen?
I write a lot from inside too. I think sometimes I hide behind characters, like a lot of writers do.
Right.
I talk about my own stuff through other people. Sometimes I'm a little more direct and just kind of tell it like it is.
Yeah.
I enjoy just, exploring different styles of songwriting. I've got a lot of different influences, so.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. We will talk about that shortly. We're talking a little bit more with Shawn after the break. Touch on some influences and whatnot. And when we get back, we'll have the latest from the Cardigans, so stick around. Welcome back to 120 Minutes. I'm Dave Holmes, still here talking to the up-and-comer of the year, Shawn Mullins.
Hey,
98
thanks.
is definitely your year. Congratulations,
so,
my man.
Thanks.
So who influenced you to get started in songwriting?
Wow. My grandfather was probably my first influence.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a big band musician and, was already an active professional musician. But then I listening to records in my house. I had everything in my house from, the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack to Isaac Hayes to Joni Mitchell and Chris Christopherson. So there was a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
And then I met Amy Ray from Indigo Girls when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And we got to know each other just barely at first, and then over the years we've gotten to know each other better, and she's taken me on the road a bunch with them.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, they're great folks, and there have been so many people that have kind of really helped me follow my bliss over the years, so to speak. Just really go out there and do it. It's a good thing, that community.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who of contemporary artists do you look up to now? Is there anybody out right now who really gets you moving?
Yeah. I like Spearhead quite a bit, actually. Yeah. I like a lot of the stuff that's a little political, but it doesn't slam me over the head with it. Right. It's listenable so that the masses are taking it in, and they don't know exactly why they're liking it, and all of a sudden the message hits.
A little subversive.
It's like Bob Dylan in a way, what he was doing back then. Of course, some of it was a little more straightforward, but I like a lot of stuff. I like a lot of different hip-hop, rap, rock, country.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything?
Yeah.
A little smorgasbord. All right, well, definitely, please, viewers, check out Shawn's new album, Soul's Core. Also, he's got 5 independent releases, is that right? On your own? So look for those on SMG Records, which is his very own label. Right now, we got the latest from the Cardigans. It's from their latest album, Gran Turismo. It's my favorite game on 120 Minutes. Thanks again, Shawn.